Welcome back to Sports Broadcasting Camp Sports Shows. I'm your host Declan, along with John and Aiden. So today we are going to be talking about baseball. John, I will let you open up the floor.
Thanks, Declan. In my opinion, I think DeGrom is going to win Cy Young.
Yeah, I definitely think he'll win the Cy Young as well. I mean, even though he is currently on the injured list, I think he's done enough to reach the Cy Young award and maybe even the NL MVP. Aiden, your thoughts?
I personally think Max Scherzer could be the Cy Young winner this year. He hasn't been hurt like DeGrom is always hurt this year, and he's just doing much better overall this year.
Yeah, I mean that's actually kind of a hot take. I mean, Scherzer is kind of I never really saw Scherzer as like a Cy Young candidate going into the year, but I mean if he can, if Degrom is still hurt for a little bit and Scherzer just keeps doing great stuff, like I mean he could definitely win Cy Young, but I think as of now like Jacob Degrom has it all locked up. Now, Aiden, you still have the floor.
Do you want to move to NBA?
Yeah, we will move. We will move to the NBA, and so last night the Milwaukee Bucks crushed the Phoenix Suns in Game 6 of the NBA Finals at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to win the 2021 NBA championship. Giannis Antetokounmpo was named Finals MVP. Aiden, your analysis on the game last night?
Well, of course, the Bucks won, first time winning in 50 years. I saw it coming. I didn't think that CP3 and Devin Booker were gonna be able, and the Suns would be able to come back and take the finals from them. I'm just really happy that the Bucks got to do it, and Giannis won MVP. Declan.
Yes, and now with this championship, Giannis has put 2019 losing to the Raptors and 2020 losing to the Heat, those postseason demons, to bed. As Milwaukee wins, as the city of Milwaukee and the state of Wisconsin wins their first professional sports championship since the Packers did it in 2010. John, now I'd like to hear your analysis of the game.
I think it was a good game. I think Giannis deserved MVP with that block in Game 3 that we talked about during the last commercial break. I think that Giannis is good, and we have a caller.
Actually, I have a studio question for Declan.
Yes.
How many more finals do you see Giannis Antetokounmpo winning in his career?
Let's see. I mean, at this point, I think that definitely. I mean, as long as Giannis is still there, the Bucks can easily become a dynasty. I mean, like going back to the days of Kareem and the Big O. Yeah, I know they only won one championship, and they did make it to the finals twice. But I think that as long as they just keep the core together, as long as nothing goes wrong, like they can get like injuries and father time out of the way, and as long as like the people that are in charge just do what they're doing and like no meddling, then they could still be really good. Your analysis, Aiden?
Yeah, I think Giannis can have a lot more championships under his belt. He probably is nearing the end of his career. He's been at it for 8 years, but I think he still has a lot more to come, and just a lot more time to prove himself.
And now, John, your analysis.
I think that Milwaukee is a good team with a bright future. And another studio question.
If Giannis were to retire today, would he be a Hall of Famer?
I think that Giannis would definitely, because think about pretty much all the league MVPs in history usually make it to the Hall of Fame, like except for two, like the people who are still active, and Dirk Nowitzki, who will probably be in the Hall of Fame in a few years. But I think that Giannis's legacy is cemented as an icon for Milwaukee and Wisconsin, and for basketball, and we got to enjoy this greatness for many years to come because we may never see something like this again, or at least for a long time. Any more studio questions?
Actually, I have a question for Aiden. So you said Giannis is he's near the end of his career. Giannis is 26 years old. Where do you see him retiring? What age?
I'm not sure, but it could be soon. He's been at it for 8 years. Don't know. It's up to him.
Yes, we have a studio with a question. And who's the question for?
All of you.
Okay.
What do you think Shohei Ohtani's ERA is going to be at the end of the season?
Probably. That's a very good question. Probably.
It's 3.12.
Yeah, I think somewhere around like 3 or a little bit lower. I mean, right now he's the favorite for the AL Cy Young Award, but or at least one of the favorites behind like Lance Lynn and all those other guys. So I mean, I think it's definitely gonna be below 3, maybe somewhere around 2, but it's definitely gonna be below 3.
And then adding on to that, do you think Ohtani could win Cy Young and MVP this season?
If he keeps doing what he keeps doing and keeps like hitting home runs and keeps pitching at an elite level, then yes, I can definitely see it happening because we haven't had a pitcher in Major League Baseball win league MVP and Cy Young Award since Clayton Kershaw in 2014. So it would be truly a remarkable feat for him to accomplish.
Thank you.
And that is going to do it for our show at Play by Play Sports Broadcasting Camp. I'm Declan with John and Aiden. Thank you so much, and we'll see you around.